And welcome SFL Nation to Madison, Wisconsin as we continue with Week 6 action in the SFLm. Welcome to the All-Pro Party, everyone, where we have two of the hottest teams in the league. It's the undefeated Albuquerque Adams invading the Madison Lynx. With the Commissioner Cameron Irvine back at SFL headquarters, this is T. Roy Gaines. And my partner tonight is the great center of the Lexington Miners, Alden Bleeker. How's it going, Alden?
I am amazing. A great week of football action continuing. We just saw that game go to overtime in Memphis, and we have a great game with playoff implications on the line coming up.
Let's set it up for these two teams. They have one thing in common. Their last game was a win against Birmingham. The Adams are returning from a bye week after defeating the Fuel 2 weeks ago with the score of 24-7, while the Lynx defeated the Fuel last week 19-3. Alden, what are your thoughts for tonight's game?
Well, both of these teams, like we said, in contention for the playoffs. Albuquerque looking to increase their distance between the rest of the field, and Madison looking to solidify their position. It's going to be a tough fight for both these teams, but with potential huge rewards.
All right, everyone. We get ready to head down the field, and Adams will get the ball first, wearing the black helmets, white jerseys, and black pants with the neon green trim. Madison's in the maroon helmets, maroon jerseys, and white pants. The kick is underway. It's fielded by Traeger inside the 10, takes it to the 30-yard line, and that's where the Adams will start today's game. Start their first possession of today's game, and we got the team with the best running game in the league taking on the best run defense in the SFLm. The Adams is ranked first in rushing, while the Lynx are ranked first in run defense. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out in today's game. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 30. We're going to start off with a pass by Blanton. Passes over the middle, is caught for a 8-yard gain. Let's go over the offensive stars real quick. For the Adams, pass was caught by the tight end, Pauly Truth. The wide receivers are Henry Meyer III and Nate Ritters. The running back is Douglas Brown. The quarterback is Trellis Blanton. And the center is Zelly Cummings. The kicker is Dame Morrow. Those are your offensive stars for the Adams as they face a 2nd and 2. And Brown gets the carry, and he gets the first down. After that carry, Douglas Brown just achieved 1,400 yards rushing in his career. It's 1st and 10 at the 42.
Yeah, spectacular achievement for this young man early in his career. And you really have to wonder where he can go from here. Just gets the handoff, takes it, runs it up the gut. No pressure.
We got 1st and 10 at the 42. Blanton fires it over the middle. Dangerous pass. It was still caught. Great catch by Ritters. But Ref 62 may be calling pass interference on this one. We'll see.
Oh, and that is costly. Would have been a pass that was contained by the Albuquerque defense, or by the Madison defense, and now that pass is going forward. That is not how you want to start if you're this Madison defense.
That was penalty was called by the strong safety Grant Calder, and because of that pass interference call, it's now 1st and 10. On the other side of midfield for the Adams. Blanton got plenty of time. Fires it. He has the man. It's caught for another first down. Pass is caught by number 19, Mackenzie Traeger, the returner and receiver.
Well, I interviewed Trellis Blanton earlier this week. I asked him how his team's position affected his confidence. He said that with his running back Douglas Brown and Nate Receivers as wide receiver at his side, they feel like his confidence is at an all-time high.
Ooh! And that was a great carry by Brown. Looks like he got very close to the first down. It'll be 2nd down for the Adams.
And you see exactly why Trellis Blanton feels so confident with Douglas Brown at his side, creating options, spreading out the Madison defense there.
It's 2nd and inches. As the Adams are inside the red zone. It'll be carried by Brown. He goes up the gut, the first down. Nice spin move and gets tackle inside the 10-yard line. First and go at the 8. Let's go over the defensive stars for the Lynx real quick. The defensive line is represented by John Lawley and Chance Wall. The linebackers are Leon and Stephen Black. Corner is Jay Rock. And the safeties are Michael Lister, Kenny Miller, and Adrian Blaine. Those are your defensive stars for the Lynx as they face the first and goal at the 8-yard line. We'll see if the defense can hold them to 3, or will the Adams score here. Brown gets the carry, and he gets held at the 7-yard line. Tackle made by John Lawley, and it'll be second and goal after a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, really made his man miss with the spin move on the previous run. No space for him to make that kind of athletic play there, though.
So far, a very, very productive drive for the Adams. They're looking to punch it in for 6. The second and goal at the 7 of the Lynx. Brown gets the carry to the right, and he will go into the end zone for a touchdown for the Adams, showing his strength and his power. He's showing us why he's one of the best running backs in the SFLm so far.
Well, and we said it going into this game. They are the best running offense in the league, and there you see it. Play was drawn up great and executed even better on the blocks, making an athletic move to the outside. Great touchdown for Albuquerque. Drive starting exactly how they imagined.
And that was Brown's 12th rushing touchdown in his SFLm career. Morrow is back to attempt the extra point to give him a 7-0 lead if it's good. And the extra point is good. And once again, the score is the Adams 7, the Lynx 3 after that great first drive by the Adams. And everyone, if you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at www.simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. And that was a great return to the 26-yard line by number 17, Hugh McClenny of the Lynx, and that's where they will start this first possession. And we're going to see Eric Price lead the offense of the Lynx onto the field. Again, they're coming off a win last week against Birmingham 19-3, where Price threw for 248 yards passing with a completion percentage of 67%. No touchdowns, no interceptions in that game. And Trey Finnick gets the carry for a 2-yard gain. Let's go over the offensive stars for the Lynx. We already talked about the quarterback, Eric Price, and the running back, Trey Finnick. He's also joined by Paul Rambo at fullback. Then the wide receivers are Essex Denabola and Justice Blackwell. The tight end is Jim Copeland Jr. Those are your offensive stars for the Lynx as they face the 2nd and 8. 2 wide receivers at the top of the screen, I formation for the Lynx. Finnick gets the carry again and gets 2 more yards before he stopped at the 30-yard line. Tackle made by Zolotov, And let's go over defensive stars for the Adams real quick. So the defensive lineman is Frank Stackhouse. The linebackers are David Ware and Yakov Zolotov, as we mentioned earlier. Corners are Daniel Valentine and Don Fletcher. Safeties, Ronnie Renfro and Dante Grimm. Those are your defensive stars of the Adams. It's now 3rd and 6 at the 30. Shotgun formation as Price gets the snap, passes over the middle, and it's caught for a first down by Hugh McClenny. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 43.
Yeah, well, you talked about the performance that Eric Price had last week. 72% passing completion on the season, and you see how he's made it happen there. Just great route running by his receivers. Finds the open man, doesn't try to do too much, and they pick up the first down yardage there.
And the Lynx, they're tied in 5th place in 3rd down conversions on offense with a 43% conversion rate. Already converted their first 3rd down of the game. This will be a carry to the fullback. And Rambo gets 1 yard on that play. Tackle made by David Ware, 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and you watch Paul Rambo playing as at fullback. He really loves to run it up the gut. That's how Albuquerque liked to use him, and or how Madison liked to use him. Excuse me. And Albuquerque make a great read on defense to stop the fullback run there.
Second and 9, offset I, and that's where Finnick is going. And he'll get stopped behind the line of scrimmage for a 1 yard loss. Great job by
Yeah, Albuquerque doing a
the
great.
Adams defense with the combo tackle.
Yeah, Albuquerque doing a great job stuffing the run here so far, and really creating a situation here where Madison almost have to pass, and that creates an even easier time on defense for Albuquerque.
Or wide receivers one back in the backfield. Play action pass for Price. He fires it and it's caught for another first down. And guess who? McClenny gets his second third down conversion reception. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 43 of the Adams.
Well, McClenny, like we said, pretty obvious read there on the pass, but McClenny runs his route. He gets free of his men, and, Madison, again, picking up the first down yardage. They're marching down the field here.
Well, one of the great things about Price, the quarterback, is his completion percentage. He is number 1 in the SFLm in completion percentage at 72% entering today's game. And he's one of only 2 quarterbacks with just 1 interception this season. One of the reasons why the Lynx are 3-1. That carry by Finnick goes for no gain. Tackle made by Yakov Zolotov again. Second time in this drive. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And you really have to wonder how Madison are going to adjust to this, how Madison are going to adjust to this. Albuquerque doing a great job of stuffing the run, and you really have to wonder how Madison are going to create opportunities for this run.
Rambo gets the carry, and he gets stopped for no gain. And believe it or not, Rambo was entering today's action with negative -1 yard rushing, so he's now at 0 because of the positive gain earlier. But it's now 3rd and 10. Trips formation to the left. Price drops back to pass, then fires over the middle. Is caught short of the sticks. Nice spin move by Blackwell. Only 6 yards was gained. He needed 10. It'll be 4th and 4, and Madison has a decision to make.
Yeah, a great idea by Blackwell there to make the athletic stab and then try to find the run. Not quite going to get the yardage, and I believe they're going to punt here, yeah.
Pete Ellis, number 18, is back to punt. Traeger is the returner. Punt is almost blocked. Can they pin them deep with a call for corner kick? Great job by Traeger making sure that ball doesn't go past the 10. Gets it to the 12-yard line. Great special teams decision by Traeger. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Adams there.
Yeah, and that's just about as good as pinning them inside the 10. Madison all over where the ball was going to go there and just immediately smother the Albuquerque receiver.
It's 1st and 10 at the 12 for the Adams. They was able to march down the field on their open possession and get 7 points. We'll see if they duplicate that here. We'll start off with Brown, who spins away. He has a chance for a huge run. 8 yards per carry after that great run. 1st and 10 for the Adams.
No pity by Douglas Brown for his man there. Oh, broke his ankles. Oh, my goodness.
Everybody press F in the chat for the ankles of the free safety, Michael Lister.
Oh, brutal.
It's kind of hard to stop Douglas Brown. He had 194 rushing last week, averaging 7.2 yards per carry with 2 touchdowns. Actually, not last week, but 2 weeks ago in their last game against the Fuel. Brown gets the carry again. Another spin move. And he has a chance to break it loose again. And he has open road ahead. He will not be stopped. Number 26 just gave up another touchdown for the Adams. What a way to start this game. And Douglas Brown is on fire.
Douglas Brown, oh my goodness, have a game, young man. Just finds the space, makes the athletic play, and just burns everyone on the Madison defense. And he breaks tackle too. How did he make that? I am utterly confused how he made that play, but he made that play. he made that play happen. That is truly impressive.
He sent Adrian Blaine, the strong safety, to the shouting rail with that last tackle he broke. And then the corner, number 26, Ulysses Yell, just gave up on chasing Brown, allowing Brown get into that end zone. And Albuquerque couldn't ask for a better start on the road, as the extra point attempt by Morrow is good. And they extended. Their lead is now 14-0 with 2:22 left in the first quarter.
I am in disbelief of what I just saw still. That might end up being one of the most impressive plays when this game is all said and done.
Might be one of the more impressive runs in the SFLm this season. Nice variety of moves we saw there. We saw a great spin move, we saw the speed, and we saw the power all in one long touchdown run. We'll see how the Lynx respond as McClenny will be able to take it to the 26-yard line, and that's where the Lynx will start their next possession. And right now, this offense need to find a way to wake up because they don't want to fall behind one of the best teams in the league, actually the best team in the league currently in the Adams.
Salt Lake City also 4-1, kicking off against San Jose elsewhere in the SFLm. We'll try to bring you scoring updates as they happen.
Offset eye for Finnick, goes up the middle, gets 3 yards before he's combo tackled, and Brown's already over 100 yards in the first quarter. Finnick with 6 yards so far. It's now 2nd and 7 after that 3-yard gain.
Yeah, no big runs busted off by Fennick so far, but he does have 3 touchdowns on the year and over 300 rushing yards, so he's no slouch either, and we'll definitely see if Madison can get this run going as we go on through this game.
And that pass is complete. Toe drag swag was successful. Pass is caught by Essex Dinabola. It'll be 3rd and 2. They was able to convert 2 third-down conversions on the previous drive. The Lynx, can they convert another one here? It's 3rd and 2, offset eye towards the right. As Price drops back to pass, has plenty of time, fires it deep, caught by Copeland, and they convert another 3rd down. That's 3 out of 4, and now they on the Adams side of the field. Renfro with the tackle.
Well, the run has been struggling somewhat for Madison here, but Eric Price has been a reliable hand throwing the ball on 3rd down, so all things considered, it really hasn't hurt Madison too much that they haven't been able to run the ball like they hope.
That was Copeland's 12th reception of the season of his career. Obviously, he's a first-year vet here in the SFLm. Finnick gets the carry, stopped for no gain. Finnick's one of those rare running backs who is tall and kind of heavy, 6'2", 220 pounds. As you mentioned earlier, Alden, he rushed for over 300 yards, 372 entering today's game. He also caught passes for 28 yards receiving in today's game. It's now 2nd and 10. 48 seconds left. This will be another carry by Finnick, and he doesn't have the ability to break that tackle. He will lose a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 11. Tackle made by number 95, 40 Adams.
Well, yeah, and like you said, Trey Fennick, tall and well built. I think that really adds to what he can bring to a team. He can sort of act as a pseudo tight end, making those big power catches in addition to the big power runs.
This formation to the right. They'll pass over the middle, and it's caught by Copeland again. That's the 2nd 3rd down conversion, and most likely that's how the first quarter will end. With Price being 6 for 6, let's take a look at this replay one more time. Great route by Copeland. The defender had no idea who he wanted to cover, and when he realized it was too late, thanks to Copeland's great catch over the middle. And again, that's the end of the first quarter, where the Adams, led by Doug Brown, are up on the Lynx 14-0. You're watching the SFLm here on YouTube. And everyone, with the Commissioner Cameron Irvine back at SFL headquarters, this is T-Roy Gaines, and my partner tonight is Alden Bleeker. And we're about to start the second quarter where the Lynx is trying to answer the 14 points that the Adams has scored, and they almost was able to do so. Did it both with a great catch. It's 1st and 10 at the 6.
Yeah, and you really have to think that deserved a touchdown for Madison there. Just no one really in the area pushed out of bounds eventually, but really a dangerous offensive play for Madison there. Albuquerque almost got burned.
Right now, Madison is knocking on the doors. 1st and goal at the 6. Split backs in the backfield. One wide receiver to the top of the screen. It'll be carried for Rambo. Goes up the gut. And stop for no gain. 2nd and goal.
Well, Eric Price now is 7 for 7, if my math is correct. And that has really been one of the big stories for the Madison offense so far. The run has been struggling, but Eric Price has not. And he's really, you have to give a lot of credit to his receivers as well for how well they've been running these routes.
Here's Finnick, and unfortunately he couldn't get skinny enough to get more than just 1 yard on that carry. It's now 3rd and goal, and we'll see if the Madison Lynx can find a way to get in the end zone.
Yeah, tricky situation for Madison here. Third and 5 on the goal line. They could run, they could pass. It's also 4th down territory. Very difficult situation for the Madison coach here.
Price making adjustments at the line. 2 wide receivers at the top of the screen as he gets the snap. Passes over the middle. Caught for a touchdown. Pass is caught by Hugh McClenny, number 17. And the Lynx finally get on the board.
Yeah, and it's well deserved after how this drive has gone. The run creating space for the pass, and Eric Price just serving up dots for his receivers this entire drive. Well deserved touchdown and well earned.
And Price is still perfect on the day. And right now we're about to see the kicker Joseph Bumgartner attempt the extra point. See if they can make this a 7-point deficit for the Lynx. With 9:40 left in the first half. Snap is bad, but the kick is underway and it's good. And Madison has cut the deficit to 7. It's 14-7. And everyone, the SFL's 3rd season of minor league action is underway. You can watch every week live on the SFL's YouTube channel at youtube.com/SimulationFL. The league is full of all of the newest players who have gone from couch to field and are hoping to one day be on national TV, just like all the players today. Want to get on the field? It's never too late. Visit www.simulationfl.net to join our Discord community. Create a prayer and start building your career today. Another great return by Mackenzie Traeger, excuse me. He's taken it to the 32-yard line of the Adams, and that's where they'll start their next possession.
Yeah, and Albuquerque has really started pretty much every drive here in good position, and another drive where they're going to start in good position, hoping to immediately answer back on these 7 points.
Split backs in the backfield. 2 wide receivers to the top of your screen. 1 at the bottom. For Blanton, who drops back to pass. Passes over the middle. And a missed opportunity for an interception. Michael Lister will be credited for the pat down, but he almost could have picked that off. A 2nd and 10.
Yeah, great play by Lister to stick with the coverage. And that's the kind of pass that both of these quarterbacks really have been making all game. So defensive adjustments perhaps coming out from both sides here.
It'll be 2nd and 10. Same formation for the Adams. And Blanton will give it off to Brown, who's been having a monster game. Ooh. And he continues to do so, carrying defenders to the 38-yard line after that 6-yard gain. He's over 120 yards rushing here in the first half. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Yeah, didn't quite get the 1st down yardage there, but that run is just as impressive as the big runs where he's making his defenders miss, just carrying the defenders with him downfield.
And this pass is going downfield. It's caught by Ritters. And Nate Ritters was able to burn the secondary of the Lynx and flip the field on one huge splash play. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Lynx 24.
Well, we talk a lot about, right? We talk a lot, right, about how the run can create options for the pass and how the pass can create options for the run. You saw there on another example of the run creating options downfield where the secondary aren't quite sure what's coming.
And right now, I'd love to see the stat line for Blanton. He was airing just needing 97 yards passing to reach 1,000 yards passing for his career. Right now, Brown will get another carry. Oh! Somebody had enough of Brown's foolishness, and that was Lister. Sent Brown to the shadow realm with a head-hunting hit, but that's not after a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, he absolutely was laid out there. And I mean, it's like you said, you get showed up by a running back, you start to play with a chip on your shoulder. Have to see if the Madison defense continues to become more aggressive.
Right now, Brown gets another carry, a 3-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 2 after that stop by number 51, Leon Thunderman, amongst others, by the Lynx. What's good, chat? Shout out to Ronnie Renfro, Joshua Williams, Jay Rock, Don Fletcher, Leon Thunderman, Marco Swift, Nathan Hall, among others in the SFL's YouTube chat. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to tonight's game. We'll see if the Adams can convert this 3rd down. It's 3rd and 2. And Brown will get the carry. He gets the 1st down. He has a chance to take it to the house, but number 51, Thunderman, didn't want him to do so. But it'll be 1st and goal after another 3rd down conversion for the Adams.
Yeah, and Douglas Brown really just making the athletic. That's really the theme of his game so far tonight. Getting to the outside, making the athletic play, making his men miss, and threatening to get downfield and forcing those the defenders to come over to him.
And Brown gets the hat trick. That might be the easiest run he ever had for 6.
And the Albuquerque offense here just marching down the field. Douglas Brown gets 2 great runs in a row, and the block set up for him to run down the middle here, as deserved as the Madison touchdown was. I think that Albuquerque touchdown was just as deserved, if not more so.
Let's continue to give chat shout-outs. We got Justin Reside, Axel Raven, Jay Rock, also in the building, Joshua Williams as well. As we just witnessed Douglas Brown score another touchdown. He's responsible for all 3 TDs by the Adams so far in this half. Extra point is good by Merrill, and they're up by 14 again. This time it's 21-7. And everyone, the SFL broadcasting team is looking to add new talent to our ranks of broadcasters. Applications are being accepted now to try out for either play-by-play or analyst broadcasting positions. No prior experience is required, just a love for the game and a desire to succeed. The application can be found on our website at simulationfl.net/broadcasting. Oh my God, the hits are getting turned up here. Great job by the special teams of the Owls, sending McClenny, who scored the last touchdown, into the shadow realm.
Great stick-to-itiveness by the Madison special teams here. We saw a great play earlier where they hunted down a punt and hunting down the kick return there as well.
Marco Swift in the chat is asking if he's okay after that huge hit. Right now, Rambo gets a carry. Still no yards gain on that carry. Stop is made by Zolotov. It's 2nd down and 10 at the 25.
Elsewhere, San Jose have just gone up 6-0 over Salt Lake City, busting off a big run from the 20. Starting to see some big runs there, just like we're seeing in this game.
Shotgun formation. No backs in the backfield. Trips formation to the right. Up Price. He will throw that direction. It's caught for a 1st down. Great concentration by number 82, Curtis Walker, the 5'9", 190-pound backup wide receiver, making a huge catch.
Eric Price just finding his man, not doing too much, gets him open, and great reaction from the Albuquerque defense, preventing the big gain.
Yeah, we got a power I formation. First and 10 at the 36. They're going to give it to Finnick. He bounces outside, did not follow his fullback, and he paid for it. That's a 2-yard loss, and Zolotov's having himself a gain. He gets another tackle.
Yeah, good idea there, but that's not the direction the block was moving in. Zolotov sees that that's not where the block is moving and finds his opening on defense to go and stop the run.
It'll be offset eye towards the right. 2 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen. Finn gets a carry. He goes up the middle. One of his best runs of the game before he gets his head taken off. Tackle made by Dante Graham, but not after a 6-yard gain. Actually, not after a 8-yard gain. It'll be third down.
Well, if you can't get to the outside and make those athletic plays work, I mean, nothing wrong with a little power running. Just get it up the middle. Big hit there by the Albuquerque defense to stop him, or else you really have to believe he could have gotten downfield.
It's better to get a big man like Finnick at 6'2", 220 to get his shoulder square as soon as possible. Easy way to do that is run up the middle, but right now, Price dropped back to pass. He fires over the right, and it's caught for another first down. Price at 133 yards passing. Catch was made by Justice Blackwell. It'll be first and 10 for the Lynx.
And a great read.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
And a great read by Eric Price there, finding that his man downfield was almost completely uncovered and just taking the high percentage yardage gameplay there rather than trying to do too much.
And also shout out to Finnick and Rambo helping giving Price plenty of time to throw that ball with their well-timed blocks. Right now, we got another pass to McClenny. Great route. Looked like he's about to go inside, but he decided to bounce it right back outside. That gave him the space needed to get that 5-yard reception.
Yeah, and Eric Price just laying it out for him there. And another great example of a great route and a great job reading the route. Albuquerque really in a situation here where they can really only hope that they don't give up a touchdown.
Split backs in the backfield. 2 wide receivers at the top of the screen. 1 at the bottom. Finnick gets the carry. He goes up the gut. Gets the first down and more. Even laid the boom on a unsuspecting Adams defender. It'll be first and 10 at the 28 after that carry.
Well, this game has been even all the way, but it's looking like we might have a high-scoring affair after all. Madison threatening to score here.
While the offense of the Adams ranked first in points per game, 30 per game. The offense of the Lynx is ranked 5th with 23 points per game. We'll see if they're going to exceed that today. They might have to. Way the Adams offense has been on fire so far. That carry was for no gain. Rasmus with the tackle, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 at the 27 with 3:30 left in the first half. Finnick will get the carry again. He bounces outside, and another great run. Looks like Trey Finnick is heating up. They're now inside the red zone at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Lynx.
Yeah, and Trey Finnick has really struggled for through this first quarter and a half here, really finding his spaces now, finding spaces to run up the gut, finding spaces for these outside runs here, and really creating even more options for Eric Price. We're going to have to keep an eye on that to see if this run can open up even more space for Eric Price to make these passes.
1st and 10 at the 16, same formation from the previous play. Price, quick snap. Fires it, and that's his first incompletion of today's game. Pass was intended to McClenny. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, through into tight coverage there. I mean, Eric Price has done a great job reading these routes all game and looked like he had a pass to his man there, but very quickly that space closed up.
Now we got 2 wide receivers to the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. Finnick sidecar left of Price as he makes adjustments at the line. 2nd and 10. Price gets the snap. Quick pass is caught by Dinabola. Was able to get 1 foot inbounds, and that he gets credit for a 4-yard reception. It'll be 3rd and 6.
That looked very close to me, but the referees are saying that he did have it inbound. Did have it inbounds. They had a great view of it right there, and no challenge coming out.
Here's interesting formation here at the 11-yard line. Trips formation to the right of the right of Price. Excuse me. Bennett is the lone back. He's going to drop back to pass. Passes over the middle. Is caught for another first down by Dinabola. Pays for it, but he helps extend the drive. It'll be first and go at the 5-yard line with 2:25 left in the first half.
As Madison are threatening to score here, Salt Lake City have just scored a touchdown and are looking to tie it up after an extra point. Two very competitive games being broadcast simultaneously here.
There we go. Pennant gets the carry, goes to the outside.
Oh.
We got a flag on the plays. Unless it's a face mask, I think the Lynx are about to go backwards with a holding penalty. We'll see what Ref 62 says.
Holding, number 56. Offense.
And it's on the tackle, Austin Green. And that could put the hurt on this drive. At insult to injury, Finnick gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and Green commits the holding penalty. And we reached the 2-minute warning where the Lynx is trying to try to score a touchdown here and cut this deficit to 7 once again. They're trailing 21-7. You're watching the Simulation Minor League on YouTube. Now after that penalty, it's first and go at the 15. And Rambo gets a carry. What a run by Rambo, his best of his career. A 7-yard gain. He's finally over on the plus side for his career rushing yards wise. It'll be second go at the 8.
And good for that young man. I mean, he's as we've talked about, he's been struggling this season, and really after you've been struggling, that first little breakthrough tastes so sweet, and happy to see him continue to build on that.
Would have tasted so sweet for the Allens if they would have picked off that pass. Justice Rasmus, who's been having a good day so far, had a chance to pick that off, but wasn't able to do so. It'll be third down for the Lynx.
Yeah, and then he read the route the whole way there. He watched the quarterback's eyes and does a good job to get to it, but really with that much of a jump on the ball, you really have to make the interception.
Right now, the Madison Lynx really have to get a touchdown here to stay in this game. They will get the ball in the first. They will get the ball first in the second half. So they want to be able to double dip. We'll see if they can do so. Trips formation to the top of your screen. They're going to fire that direction. And McClenny could not come away with the catch. So and now they have to settle for a field goal.
So now here's the question, T-Roy. They do have the option of the field goal, but with less than 2 minutes in the game, do you think they maybe go for it and try to put Albuquerque in a situation where they give up the ball? Well, that answers my question, I guess.
Well, to answer before we saw the answer, I would have gone for it myself because I'm greedy like that. But the safer option is what we about to see here. This field goal attempt is good from 24 yards, and the Lynx was able to cut down the deficit. It's now 21-10 with 1:24 left. But we'll see if the Adams will be able to score on their 4th straight possession before the end of the half.
Yeah, certainly an argument to be made for going for it there, but you really can't blame Madison for just picking up the points and going into halftime with something rather than nothing.
And the kick by Bumgarner is on the way. Traeger fields it inside the 10s, now past the 20, and gets it to the 31. Now, Traeger is not a contract player, but he's one of the best returners in the league, consistently helping his team start off in great field position. Another 20-yard return for him. And the Lynx defense going to see if they can hold the Adams from scoring. If they do so, their offense will have a chance to double dip at the start of the second half. But right now, Brown gets the carry. And great job by the defense, making sure he gets no gain on that play. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, clock management going to be key here. We'll see if Albuquerque really tries to march down the field here, or if they're just going to take these runs and go into the half.
2nd and 10, 58 seconds away before halftime. 2 wide receivers set. Brown will get the carry again. Why not? Well, that's why not. Because Adrian Blaine wants to take his head off. That's a 1-yard loss. I'm surprised Madison's not calling the timeout. It's now 3rd and 11.
Yeah, I felt that hit all the way from up here. Oh my goodness, this Madison defense has just been laying into Albuquerque this entire quarter.
Now, if the Adams don't convert this 3rd down, I'm going to be shocked that the Lynx did not call a timeout. It's a sack! And now they call a timeout. They have wasted a lot of time, however. Great job by Thunderman with the sack. And that is Thunderman's first sack of his SFLm career, 4th and 18.
Well, and Albuquerque, I think, took that drive a little too casually. I mean, they're up, they're confident, and they deserve to be, don't get me wrong, but they've created a situation now where Madison can theoretically just take the ball and put it in for 7. This could be a disaster for Albuquerque.
And the punt's underway with 16 seconds and counting left. Fielded by McClain with some great moves of his own. He's at midfield after that great return. And with 12 seconds left, you think they might try for get better field position for a field goal, but we'll see what the Lynx do here. Here is, again, one of the best quarterbacks in the SFLm. First in completion percentage entering today's game. Price, quick drop. Passes the Copeland. It's caught for the 1st down. We go out of bounds. No, he would not. And they're not going to call a timeout? 3 seconds left.
Oh.
Yes, they will. Maybe the Lynx spot that he went out of bounds, so they, for some reason, didn't want to call a timeout right away. It's now, we'll see. That's going to be maybe too far for their for Baumgartner. It'll been a 55-yard field goal attempt, so it looks like they might try for a Hail Mary here.
I almost think you need one more pass to really get in, one more pass to get in field goal range there. Those precious 3 or 4 seconds could cost Madison 3 points here, and all of a sudden, a situation where Albuquerque is in danger could turn into a real breezer for him.
True, but they are in a better field position for a Hail Mary attempt, and that's what's about to happen. And here we go. Will we get a touchdown here? No. Great job by the defense at Albuquerque. Number 38, Kyle McClellan with the pat down, and that's how the first half will end. A scoring affair here, led by the Adams. They score on their first 3 possessions, and they are up 21-10 over the Lynx. And as we take a look at the stats, rushing heavily on the side of the Adams, of course, with Doug Brown scoring 3 touchdowns. Passing is still on the Lynx side. Lynx leading time possession, but right now, the Adams offense is on fire with the exception of that last possession of the first half. Alden, what's your thoughts so far in the first half?
Well, really, both teams are executing their offense well. Eric Price and Trey Fennick working well together to create options for each other. And as we expected going into this game, Douglas Brown being a real menace there. You see the long touchdown that's going to make the highlight reels there. It's really going to be a question, I think, on offense of who is going to continue to score and who gets shut down by the opposing defense. If Madison continue to march down the field, Eric Price continues to throw the ball well, and Trey Fennick continues to create options for him, I think Madison have a very realistic chance to win this game.
Only trailing by 11. They will get the ball first to start the second half and potentially double dip. They scored the last points of the first half with that field goal attempt by Baumgartner, 25-yard field goal attempt. Also, Blanton is closer, inching closer to 1,000 yards passing his career. He needed 97. He's currently at 70. And we get ready to start the second half as Merrill will get ready to kick it off to the Lynx and Hugh McClenny. McClenny is responsible for the touchdown earlier in today's game for the Lynx. He'll field it inside the 5. He takes it past the 20, bounces it outside, and he gets it to the 30-yard line. A 25-yard gain on the return, and great field position for the Lynx as they start the game here in the second half.
Yeah, and it's really been the Adams who have been starting these drives in great field position. So Madison starting with the ball, starting in position, it'll be great for them to, it'll feel great for them, you have to think, to be on the other side of that for once.
They got 2 wide receivers at the bottom of the screen with Copeland in the right side, but that pass is caught by, looks like Dinabola, his 5th reception of today's game. It'll be another first down for the Lynx. And right now, Price is getting great protection from his old line, allowing him the time needed to complete that pass to Dinabola. 1st and 10 at the 43 with 10:30 left in the third quarter. They are stacking the box, and that paid off for the Adams. A 1-yard gain by Finnick. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tackle made by number 95. We do not have him on the roster. That's Santana, looks like, with the tackle.
Yeah, and Albuquerque have been doing a great job controlling the run all game. They have been struggling to contain the pass, but no real big runs busted off to speak of, and we'll have to see if they can continue that.
Well, we got a great reception. And what a hit! First, Copeland with a clutch catch, but he gets sent to the shadow realm with a head-hunting hit. But not after they cross the field.
Great corner out run by Copeland there, and it's one of those plays like we've been seeing all game where he's just served up the ball and it forces the defense to react, to come over to him, and it creates these opportunities for Madison where their receivers are getting 5-10 yards downfield before anyone can really realistically stop them.
And the chat is saying, dang, these hits, Stephen Black, are vicious. He's the one who said that. Valentine also agrees. This is a more traditional hit, a game tackle, just for a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Yeah, and if you're a big fan of old school smash mouth football, this is the game for you. As much as it's been an offensive game, very much an old school slug it out defensive game too.
2nd and 11. Ball at the 39. Carried by Fink. He bounces outside. Another great run. A great job by Renfro tackling him, basically scooping, putting him down. Nice tackle on the legs, which is very rare to do against a big man like Finnick, but it's now 3rd and 4 after that game.
Yeah, and lots of credit to Fennick. He's been struggling, and it would be understandable for anyone to get frustrated, but he hasn't given up. He's been continuing to run, and things starting to work out for him here.
Finnick bounces outside a couple of times, breaks a tackle, breaks another, but does not get the first down. I think the ref was sus on that play. I thought he got the first down. Zolotov was one of 2 people on that combo tackle before 4 inches, and the Lynx has a decision to make.
Yeah, that was so close. That's close enough that I think it might be one of those rare situations where you challenge the distance. Look how close those lines are, my goodness.
While they not challenge it, they may go for it. 4th and inches. Oh, they draw him offside. Finnick gets the carry. Actually, that is not Finnick. Excuse me. Number 28, Zane Beard, got the carry. And that'll be a first down for the Lynx. A free play thanks to the guy going offsides for the Adams. And Frank Stackhouse gets called for the penalty, but it doesn't matter as Beard got the first down on that one.
Yeah, and great job working the hard count. I mean, the play worked out anyway there, but it's one of those situations where you really kind of got robbed by the laws of physics on the last play. So glad that they got that. Glad that it worked out for them one way or the other on the next play.
And it's now 1st and 10 at the 22, just 2 yards away from the red zone for the Lynx. No snap was caught by Price. Got plenty of time. Fires it, and it's picked off! And Price throws his first interception in a while. Graham with his first interception of his career. And that puts a halt on this great drive for the Lynx.
Well, and Eric Price, as we've talked about, has really been accurate all night there, and that is a rare misstep here. Although Albuquerque's defense has been reading the ball well, and although they've been getting good jumps on it, they haven't really made too many defenses on it. And after a few dropped interceptions that you feel like they could have made, finally make him pay.
See if Douglas Brown's going to make him play. Yeah, he made a couple of defenders pay before he gets destroyed. He's putting on a highlight reel in this game alone with those vicious spin moves. A 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6.
San Jose ahead elsewhere in another game with playoff implications. Ahead by one score, 14-7 over Salt Lake City.
Right now, it's the Adams up 21-10. As Bletton drops back to pass, it'll be a quick pass to Brown, who barely got touched by the flying defender of the Lynx, number 52. I'm looking at the wrong one. Number 52, Stephen Black, was able to touch him with his knee as he flew over Douglas Brown's head there. He'll be 3rd and 6 after no gain on that play. Split backs in the backfield, 2 wide receivers to the top of your screen. Ritters is at the bottom of your screen. And Blatton steps up, passes over the middle, and that is caught for a 1st down. Looks like the Adams decided to use Ref 43 as a potential pick. And that allowed Ritters to get open just enough to make that catch.
Yeah, and I mean, really, with the exception of that sack right at the end of the first half, neither quarterback has really had to deal with their pocket collapsing. So great job to deal with the pressure there, to just step up, find the play, and not have to throw it away there.
And let's get a shout out to Zelly Cummings, the center, leading the way for the O-line, giving Brown room to roam and Blanton time to throw the ball. And that is a 3-yard gain by Brown. It'll be 2nd and 7. Tackle made by Black. We got I formation, power I formation. Doug Brown dotting the I. This will be a swing pass to him. He got a one-on-one situation. And that did not go well for him as Black makes another tackle. Actually, Thunderman, makes another tackle. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, a great option there on the check down pass, but really nowhere for him to run. The Madison defense saw where that pass was going and reacted much more immediately than they have on some plays so far this game.
3rd and 7. 4 wide receivers set. Brown, sidecar right of Blanton. He gets the snap. Steps up, passes to Brown. And he does not break the first tackle. Great job by the free safety, Kenny Miller. Put a halt to this drive, and the defense has woken up here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and I interviewed Kenny Miller earlier this week, one of the newest signings from Madison.
Ooh. We have a flag on the play. Oh, will this be costly? It's a penalty against Michael Lister. We got to see if that is a 1st down.
I believe that should be a free play, right?
We got to see from the scoreboard here. No, they're going to go ahead, go back to punt again. Thankfully, the penalty didn't cost them too much. 4th and 2.
Well, Kenny Miller, as I was saying, I interviewed him. I interviewed him asking being one of the newest signings from Madison, so that affected his confidence. He said Madison welcomed him into the team, that they're all competitive, and that he joined with the mindset of winning it all. And Madison have really shown a winning mindset here, not giving up, although they're down.
And Kenny Miller, this is his second game of his SFLm career. Last week he had 3 tackles, 2 assists, and 1 pass deflection in the win against Birmingham. Right now, his offense is on the field at their own 16-yard line to start this next possession. It'll be a deep ball. Oh, it's caught.
Oh.
After the deflection, Essex Deneboa had the awareness to make the catch. What a huge play by him. Be first and 10 at the 45.
We were talking about old school football earlier. That is an old school dirtball play. Just pop up, catch it anyway. That is spectacular stuff.
And Don Fletcher in the chat sums it up best. Bruh. After that great play, Fletcher had a chance to pick it off. Instead, it bounces to Deneboa. And right now, Finnick gets the carry. He breaks 1 tackle. If his own lineman didn't get away, he could have had a huge gain. He has to settle for 9 yards on that carry. It'll be 2nd and 1 at the 46 of the Adams.
Yeah, and Madison's offense really coming to life here. Fennick and Eric Price haven't exactly slouched all game, but they really are starting to see the stakes, and I really think that they see the potential playoff opportunity before them here.
But right now, what a great tackle for loss by Zolotov. If there has to be a defensive MVP in this game, it has to be number 94. He's been all over the field tackling Finnick. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, and as good of a game as Fennick has had, you really have to wonder how much of a difference it would be if Zolotov was not there. I mean, he's been having a good game, and Zolotov has been all over him. I mean, really has been the solution to Fennick all game.
But he wasn't the solution there. That is a first down carry by Finnick. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 43, and everyone, Sector 6 is the official apparel provider of the Simulation Football League. Visit sector6apparel.com or our website at simulationfl.net for team replica jerseys and completely customized jackets, flags, t-shirts, and more that helps each team stand out from their opponents. Get the gear the fans wear with Sector 6 and the SFL. Deep pass is caught for another first down. Pass is caught by Blackwell. It'll be 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
Yeah, and this is Madison looking how Albuquerque have really looked all game here. Great corner out there, and almost burning his man there enough to get the touchdown, and they'll be in great position to pick up the score here.
It looked like the momentum was on the Adams side, but after they scored their 21st point, the momentum's clearly on the Lynx. But Zolotov has another tackle, 3 for a loss. That's his 12th tackle of today's game, but not after a 2-yard gain by Finnick. It'll be 2nd and 8. Zolotov knows he has Finnick responsibilities. He's keying in on that young man, number 23 in the maroon. He gets the carry again, and he gets tackled by Zolotov again. But not after a 3-yard gain, it's 3rd and 5.
Another situation where Eric Price or their running back could be the difference, and we'll really have to see which it is here.
The Lynx have to score here. They got to stop settling for field goals. They need to score a touchdown here to get themselves closer. And that is a great way to do it. A clutch catch by Justice Blackwell. It didn't matter. There was 3 Adams getting ready to destroy him after he makes that catch. Blackwell gets it to the 1-yard line where it's 1st and goal.
Yeah, the coverage was tight there, but I mean, really impressive to just make the athletic play anyway, and didn't really have anywhere to go, but made the catch nonetheless.
And guess who gets this touchdown? Zane Beard, the backup running back, helps close the distance between them and the Adams on that great 1-yard run. That was too easy for him.
And all of a sudden, we have a brand new ball game. Albuquerque are in a position where they really need to score to prevent Madison from taking over this game.
And Bumgarner is back to convert. We'll get this extra point and get a little bit closer. It's 21-17. If he makes this to be 21-18. 3-point deficit. 27 seconds left here in the third quarter. Snap is down, the kick is underway, and it's good. It's now 18 for Madison, 21 for the Adams. Adams haven't scored at all since their third possession of the game. The defense of the Lynx has been able to step up and rise up to the challenge, and that allowed the Madison offense to score 10 unanswered points. And we'll see what their special teams can do here against a great returner in Traeger. And that's a great job by the defense. By Sean Baker, number 43, tackling Traeger there. Only a 17-yard return for him. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 27 for the Adams.
Elsewhere, San Jose extending their lead over the 4-1 Salt Lake City by 17-7 just before the half.
We got the power eye with Blanton making adjustments at the line. One wide receiver to the top of the screen, that's Ritters. Brown dotting the I. He will get the carry, goes up the middle. Gets 4 yards before he gets tackled by Black. Brown now has 157 yards rushing, but his average keeps dropping. Now it's at 9.2 a carry. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, getting these little runs in space here, but not busting off the big runs like his mark on the other side of the field.
And we have reached the end of the third quarter. The Adams are up 21-17, but the momentum, is on the Lynx side. You're watching the SFL Minor League on YouTube. As we see, everyone's putting the 4s in the chats and the 86s in the chats here on the SFL YouTube channel. We are seeing another good game right now. Ooh. That pass is almost caught by number 11, Henry Meyer III. And the defense of the Lynx has rise up, or in this case, Lynx up. Great pat down by Kentney Miller.
Yeah, and we saw a great tip drill earlier. Almost looked like we were going to see another one there, but pushed out of bounds after the tip there.
And this has to be an important third down for the Adams. On their offense, they're coming in today's game first and third down conversion percentage with 55%. Can they convert one here on this 3rd and 6? And Blanton gets a shotgun snap, fires it, and it's dropped.
Oh.
Passes intended to Traeger, and that cost them. A great job by the Lynx defense. Actually, a bad job by Traeger dropping that pass. It'd be 4th and 6.
Yeah, and it could potentially cost them even more here. As are they going for it?
Nope. They're going
I was gonna say, as they look like they're going to have to punt here, and then that is exactly what they're doing. And Madison having a chance now to finally take a lead here and put themselves in an opportunity to close this one out.
Let's see what Hugh McClenny and the Lynx can do here on special teams. He fields it inside the 40, takes it to the 39-yard line, and that's where the Lynx will start this next possession. And everyone, visit the all-new SFL League website at www.simulationfl.net for info on how to create a player to join our community, the league, and its teams that play in it. Links to apparel, helmets, and a comprehensive history of the SFL. It's over 1,500 games, and it's thousands of players who have hit the virtual field. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. And Trey Finnick is getting heat up. He's heating up again. Another great run. So as we mentioned earlier, Finnick started off the game slow, but since the first quarter, he's been busting long run after long run. And this one was an 8-yard carry. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and I mean, I think he'll definitely be happy with trading early success for success in this particular situation where they're marching down the field threatening to take the game over.
And Fennec gets the carry once again. Does not break the tackle this time. Great job by number 57. That is just Julia Rasmus. He's been having a day. The backup linebackers now 3rd and 2.
And whether it's Eric Price or it's Trey Fennec, one of those two young men is going to have a huge opportunity to affect the outcome of this game one way or the other.
Well, Fennec gets the carry. We get the first down. Yes. Had enough momentum to get that first down before he gets tackled by Zolotov again. It'll be 1st and 10 at midfield.
One of the biggest third down conversions we'll see this entire game. When we look back at the end of this game, we may very well see that as the turning point where Madison took over.
And here's another carry by Fennec. Another one, and he gets the first down thanks to the momentum of that hit number 66 Stackhouse. But another basically powerful run by Fennec.
Yeah, and Trey Fennec is really starting to feel himself here. As you're going to see, gave him the Heisman Trophy stiff arm and took 2 men to bring him down. He is starting to become a menace to this Albuquerque defense.
Hey, let's give a shout out to the fullback Paul Rambo, who helped lead the way. That block that he gave earlier on that run helped spring Fennec for that first down. We got a play action pass. This will be another. Oh, it's picked off! The backup running back, Beard, couldn't make the catch, and Fletcher makes him pay for it on the tip drill.
No. Oh, that is. Oh, you hate to see a young receiver have that happen to them. I mean, in a situation where he can catch it, but I mean, all kinds of pressure and creates another tip drill, and Albuquerque just comes in and picks it. I mean, you really hate to see that.
Let's see if the Adams offense can heat up and catch fire. They haven't scored since the first half, and that doesn't help them. A combo sack. Lawley gets credit for that sack. It'll be 2nd and 18.
Well, we've talked about how Madison have been in a rough situation pretty much all game, but have refused to give up. I mean, giving up a very awkward interception there and just coming back, bringing the heat on defense.
2nd and 18. It'll be a quick pass for a 1-yard gain. Pass is caught by Traeger. And all this, it seems like after that the fourth possession at the end of the first half for the Adams, which resulted in no points, the offense of the Adams has been struggling. They haven't even come close to the type of level that they had their first 3 possessions, which resulted in 21 points. We'll see if they can convert this 3rd down. They do! It gets paid for it. Oh, what a catch by HM3, Henry Miller III. A clutch 3rd down conversion there.
Yeah, and they do convert there, but it's like you said, it's really been a tale of two halves for Albuquerque here, doing pretty much whatever they want, marching down the field on offense in the first half, and in the second half here, Madison have really been controlling the flow on defense.
Our eye. Ritters is at the bottom of the screen, the wide receiver at the bottom of the screen. They're going to give it to Brown, who runs up the middle. Could bounce it outside and potentially got more yardage gain, but he has to settle for a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
Albuquerque creeping close to field goal range, and that would create a situation where potentially we could see overtime in the second game of the day.
Let's see what the Lynx defense has to say about that. 2nd and 8 at the 41. Brown will get the carry again. Goes up the middle and gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense has woken up. Lawley with the tackle again. Could he be Big Sexy 2.0? Shout out to Alex Dominguez of the Storm. 3rd and 8. .6:20 left in the 4th quarter. Blanton has plenty of time to throw the ball, and a missed opportunity for an interception, but Lister will put a halt to the drive, and once again, the Adams failed to score.
Yeah, and Madison almost got revenge for that interception they gave up previously, and really, that's just as good as an interception getting the defense there. And Albuquerque are going to have to punt and hope and pray that they pin Madison deep in their own zone here.
Let's see if what Ralph Benjamin can do for the Adams special teams as he will punt this. He's going to try to coffin corner it. Smart play by McClinney. I got to give a shout out to both McClinney and Traeger on special teams. They make sure that the ball doesn't go beyond the 10-yard line by waiting for fair catch. Normally, you taught to let that ball go beyond you in hopes that it will bounce into the end zone for a touchback, but that hasn't happened much here in the SFLm, and these two receivers for their respective teams has done a great job on special teams. Right now, Finnick will get the carry. He bounces outside. A slow but powerful run by him. As he inches closer to 100 yards rushing, that's a 9.5-yard gain, second inches.
Yeah, and that run was really set up, like you said, by the incredibly intelligent fair catch there. I mean, in a situation where they're at the 10 instead of on the 5, on the 2, on the goal line, whatever the case may be, and that creates a space to create a more powerful run, to create a more athletic run, a run that's more intended at picking up yards rather than just avoiding a safety.
Here we go, second inches at the 22. Finnick will get the carry. He will get the first down. A 2-yard gain on that run. Makes it 1st and 10 at the 24. But is it hurry up time yet? Or are they going to do a great job melting off the clock and hopefully score a touchdown because they're trailing by 4? Well, no, they're trailing by 3.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation here, the clock management, you know.
That is a 2-yard loss. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
It's an interesting situation, the clock management here. I mean, if Madison can score, then you really want to run down the clock. And if you think that Albuquerque might get the ball back, then you really want to be conservative. But the question is, are they going to be able to get it up into midfield and score? So, a very difficult situation as a coach here.
And that carry goes for no gain, and Madison decides to go for a hurry-up. It's a very important 3rd and 12. They're going to run it again on 3rd and 12 of all downs and distance.
Yeah,
A very suspect call there, don't you think?
Yeah, we were just talking about how you need to think about aggressive clock management versus conservative clock management, but I mean, that feels very aggressive with more than 4 minutes left to play in the quarter.
And that could potentially flip the field for the Adams offense, who's been struggling since the end of the first half. Traeger with a great return takes to the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 there. And everyone keep up with the SFL and its teams on social media at Simulationfl. Follow us on Twitter for weekly broadcast schedules to discover team content and stay up to date on SFL news. Let us know who your favorite team is or how you're enjoying the broadcast each week with the hashtag #MakeAnImpact. Thank you for your support and viewership. Right now, the Adams saying thank you for your support and running ability for Doug Brown. His first big run since the first half.
Yeah, the Adams have survived 2 situations where they were in huge danger, and now they've just decided to put the hammer down, big run downfield, and they're gonna take this game into their own hands rather than leaving it up to fate.
Yeah, I remember watching Brown at the end of the last season of the SFLm, and he was known to being the closer for the Adams at the end of the season, and he's doing just that all season here in season 3 of the SFLm. And he has a chance to put this game away. He gets the carry, runs up the middle, get 7 yards, and I think the defense of the Lynx may be a little bit tired. It's 2nd and 3 at the 5.
Albuquerque in a very threatening position here.
Siege Falco just popped in the chat. He said every time he comes in here, Brown pops off, he swears. Well, maybe you're good luck for Brown, Siege Falco. Right now, it's 2nd and 3. After that 7-yard gain by Brown, he'll get the carry again. Great blocking. That was his 4th touchdown. Too easy. And they could basically just ice the game there.
Yeah, and after surviving 2 situations where they could have realistically lost, Albuquerque are finally rewarded at the other end, and a great power run moving to the outside, great blocks all the way around, and Albuquerque putting their foot on the neck of Madison here.
So with 4 touchdowns today, that'll make it 15 for Brown's career. Brown was responsible for all 4 touchdowns of the Adams, 3 in the first half, and they finally get their first touchdown and first points of the second half with 2:41 left in the fourth quarter. They're up 28-17. And right now, we got to see if Eric Price got some magic up in his sleeves. They're going to need him if they're going to get back in this game.
Yeah, and this game is really in the winding minutes. It's going to have to be a spectacular display from Madison, although as a team with 3-1, no stranger to showing up in clutch time.
See what McLean can do. He feels it inside the 10, takes it to the 26-yard line, and that's where the Lynx will start this possession with 2:36. They have to score quick if they want to have a chance to win it and improve to 4-1 right now. Momentum's back on the side of the team wearing the white jerseys and the black helmets and pants.
Provide you one more quick scoring update before this drive kicks off. San Jose up on Salt Lake City, 24-10.
And we got a first down. Pass is caught by Essex de la Bola. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 37 as the Lynx go on a hurry up. Twist formation to the bottom of the screen. They're going to throw to the top by Copeland. Waits to catch. Has a chance to go down the field. And he goes out of bounds, which helps saves them time. First and 10 at the 41 of the Adams.
And plenty of opportunities for Madison to get down the field with their clock management. 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. And I don't know. I mean, Madison is down. They're in a bad situation, but I don't think they're out of this.
No, they're not. If they can score quick and be able to get a onside kick, they still have all 3 timeouts. Here's the important thing. If the Madison Lynx doesn't use any of their timeouts, they have a chance to get back in this game. We'll see what happens. Offset eye towards the right. It'll be a quick pass by Price to Dinabola, who goes out of bounds, which saves them more time. He could have gotten the first down, but you want to make sure he doesn't waste any time there. It's a 7-yard gain on that reception.
The Lynx are not giving up. Resilient performance. That is the difference between playoff teams and middle-of-the-pack teams, that resilient mindset of refusing to give up when you're down.
2nd and 3. Bennett alone, set back, 2 wide receivers. They're going to give it to Fennec. He gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Will they get this play off before the 2-minute warning? Will it be a pass? We'll find out. Nope, they're going to give it to Fennec again. And this time he rewards them. It'll be a 4th and 1, however. He did not get the first down. We have reached the 2-minute warning. The Adams are up 28-17. You're watching the SFLm on the Simulation Football League's YouTube channel. With the Commissioner Cameron Irvine back at SFL headquarters, this is T-Roy Gaines with Alden Bleeker, my partner tonight, and we got a 4th and 1. They're going to give it to Fennec. Important 4th down. It's converted. A huge run by Fennec. They have to hurry up. They will.
This is going to come down to the very last seconds.
Will they throw it, however? It looks like Price is making adjustments at the line. No, they're going to run it again. Same play, and it's going to cost them. Will it cost them a timeout? No.
Madison saving their timeouts for the other end, it seems like.
The problem is they need to score right away with 1:30 left in this game. They're going to give it to Finnick again. A huge run. He's going to get the first down. He does not score. First and goal at the 4. Time still melts in the way. It's a good drive, but a costly, time-consuming drive right now. Finnick gets to carry again. He goes up the middle. He's getting tired. Lynx are not going to call timeout.
They have to use one. They have to.
Or they have to throw the ball. We'll see if Price is going to make any adjustments at the line. No. And he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. They need to call a timeout.
No.
They're not.
They have to. What are they doing?
And the fans are getting super quiet because they are just as shocked as you are. Finnick gets the carry, and it's another no gain. And they finally called a timeout.
Oh, Madison. Oh, no. We were all starting to root for this comeback, I feel like. And Madison, problematic clock management in the waning moments of this game. That is upsetting.
You're going to have to settle for the field goal. This will make it 28-20 if Bumgarner gets this 20-yard field goal attempt. Poor time management, basically bad luck for the Lynx. Field goal is good. 45 seconds left. The problem is the Lynx have to get this onside kick. Otherwise, they can basically kiss this game goodbye.
2 timeouts and 3 defensive plays standing between Albuquerque and a perfect record.
Oh, this is a bad kick, and it's fielded by the Adams. So we should see a healthy dose of Douglas Brown. We'll see if he's going to ice the game away. It's just bad luck. They relied on Finnick, the Lynx did, and during that last drive, it almost paid off for them. Unfortunately, he had to settle for 3, and right now, victory formation. This should do it.
I was gonna say,
timeouts.
I think they have time because one time, I believe this should be it for Albuquerque. My math could be wrong. I apologize if it is.
Yeah, it should be it because by the time they down the ball, they're gonna have to down the ball again, force a timeout. They'll make it 3rd down. They'll down it, and that should leave the Lynx with little time left. Little to no time left. So this should be Albuquerque basically 2 downs away to improving to 5-0. The defending champs basically escape with a win.
Yeah.
Bad bounce for Madison.
Yeah, and I mean, escape is really the word. I mean, there were plenty of opportunities for Madison to come back to make these plays on offense when they had the ball back, and unfortunately, one way or the other. I mean, that awkward interception going one way for Madison, the poor clock management going one way for Madison, and just an opportunity that was really not capitalized on by Madison. Although, you have to say, plenty of upside for Madison as Eric Price continuing to throw dots and continuing to read these routes well. So, although it's going to be a tough loss to take for this Madison team and for the Madison fans, there will be some positives to take away.
Let's take away another positive for the Lynx, as Finnick gets over 100 yards rushing in today's game. However, it wasn't enough because the bad bounces went against the Lynx. They will lose this game, and the Adams improve to 5-0, winning 28-20. And I guess you say the biggest thing on that stat line we see here, turnovers. Adams did not commit any, and that helped them escape Madison, Wisconsin, undefeated still.
Yeah, and on the other side of the ball, we saw that huge interception that really was one of the nails in this Madison comeback coffin. I mean, you see the tip drill there going one way, but the tip drill giveth the tip drill taketh away. And I mean, what can you say that we haven't already? I mean, it's plenty of opportunities for Madison, and I still think Madison are a playoff team, but they're going to have to shore up some of these mistakes. They're going to have to find ways to capitalize on opportunities in comeback situations, and I do think they are still in this hunt, but Albuquerque is showing why they're the defending champions of the SFL minor league here tonight.
And Doug Brown once again becomes the closer. It has to be obvious. He has to be the player of the game. Let's also give Blanton a shout out. He's now over 1,000 yards passing in his SFLm career. He only needed 97. He gets 105. And believe it or not, that's the same number of passing yards he got in the last game against Birmingham 2 weeks ago. 105 yards passing. But the player of the game is Douglas Brown. 22 carries, 215 yards rushing, averaging 9.8 yards per. Is responsible for all 4 touchdowns of the Adams. So the Adams escape with a 28-20 win for the commissioner Cameron Irvine back at SFL headquarters. This is T-Roy Gaines, and my partner tonight was Alden Bleeker. We are signing off. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.